Hey guys, how's it going? So, it's Alan here. Yes, this is what I look like. So, I know I haven't done any reviews or anything in the past, but that episode of Game of Thrones, season 3, episode 9, The Rains of Castamere, was so mind blowing. I figured I'd just have to do a quick video to talk about my thoughts about it and how I felt. So, it's not going to be like a really in depth review about like all the different parts. I'm going to just talk about some parts that I liked and the whole big ending thing. It's going to contain spoilers though, so if you have not seen this episode, turn off now. I swear, do it now. But anyway, it was such an amazing episode, but obviously the ending was just memorable. Now, I did love it. I honestly did, though. I will not hide that I almost cried at the end. It's just so sad, and I just watched it like about, I don't know, an hour or two ago. So I've kind of calmed down a little bit now. So it might seem that I'm like, oh, it doesn't really affect me, but that's because I've just calmed down. But basically, the episode sets off strong, with Rob and Catelyn, and I love that scene because it just shows Rob addressing his earlier mistakes, because in a previous episode he ignores her opinion on what to do with Theon Greyjoy, and that goes around and bites him in the ass, because then Theon betrays his trust and takes Winterfell. So I liked how they addressed that, and I thought that was a great scene. Also loved the scenes with Jon Snow. They were like amazing, perfectly played out. They played out the way they did in the books, and I was just so happy with that. The Jon fighting especially, it was great, and he finally killed that bastard Orell, which actually in the books happens at the start. When he takes Ygritte as a prisoner, he killed Orell before he took her. But I actually liked the way they included him and gave him a bigger story. It just made him more entertaining. But yeah, that was all amazing, especially with Bran turning into realizing he was a warg. Those scenes were really cool, and the way he actually saved Jon, which again was in the book. And I really like how they have scenes like that integrate the books with the series. Now, obviously, I do like some of the changes they make with the series as well. I'm not just saying that I only like the scenes with Jesus. I only like the scenes with the book, because that's not true. I like some of the additions they make, but obviously you're going to have some loss of translation anyway. But yeah, so I loved all that with Jon, and I also loved the whole Ser Jorah, Dario and Grey Worm scenes. They were amazing as well. I love how Dario was so arrogant, and he was like, he's supposed to be like the way it's written, but I just love how they included it, the way he just like, oh, I'm the best whistler in all the land, and then he walks in and he kills the two guards, and Jorah and Grey Worm are surprised when they get in. They find them both dead, and then when Jorah asks him though, does he reckon there's any more, and he's like, no, definitely not, and then suddenly they get surrounded. It's just like, shit, a check, man. But the fight scenes after that were pretty damn epic as well. Dario getting most of them. Well, we do see a good few Ser Jorah kills, and of course Grey Worm is just flawless as well. But I like the end kill, especially where Ser Jorah just beats the last guy, knocks him back, and then Dario finishes him. It's a great scene, probably one of the better ones. And along with Jon killing Orell as well, that was well done. And then of course the Dany scenes as well, where she's talking to Sir Barristan about whether she thinks they failed and stuff, and I thought that was good to wear in her face. And then when Dario shows up and she's just a smile on her face, it really sets up for the next episode and the last episode. I don't want to like spoil too much stuff, but basically she really likes Dario, and of course Ser Jorah just not happy about that. That was good too. Now that's pretty much all the scenes that I wanted to talk about that I liked. There were obviously other ones. Actually no, the Arya scenes were really good. I loved the dialogue between her and the Hound, like brilliant. The way she begs him not to kill the old man, but then she smacks him in the head with the wood and knocks him out. The Hound seemed really impressed with that. I thought that was a pretty funny scene. And then later as well, best quote she had to him when she's like, someday I'm gonna stick a sword through your eye and out through the back of your skull, or something to that effect. I might have screwed that quote up a little, but you know what I'm saying. I thought that was epic. Like, she's not afraid of him like at all, and like it's funny to see his reactions to her as well, because he's used to dealing with Sansa, who's completely different, and it's funny seeing their dialogue. It's great, and it's true though. I do think he puts it on a bit. Like, he is a hard man, and he kills, and he's not afraid of it, but he's not necessarily like evil as say his brother, who's just a mindless brute. He actually like has a bit of a conscience, and like when he kills, it's either for gold or just to keep himself safe. Like, you know, if he didn't kill your man, probably would have told someone that he'd seen him, and it just creates dangers and whatever. He didn't actually kill him though because of Arya, but I'm just saying that's probably what his mindset was. And the fact that he actually cares, like he offered to bring Sansa with him when he left in the end of season 2, I think. Or maybe it was, yeah, at the end of season 2 he offered Sansa to come with him. And then he, of course, he took Arya under his wing. Now I know he wants to get a ransom with Arya, but still, the fact that at the end he could have just left her, but he brought her with him, so I thought that was cool. But anyway, so we'll get to the meat of the matter, the Red Wedding. My God, guys, that was hard to watch. I mean, I knew it was coming because I'd read the books, obviously, and you know, it was a tough bit 10 minutes to watch because it built up the drama between Rob and Talisa as well, with the them talking about naming the baby Eddard, and that was such a dramatic moment, and it was just, I loved it. It was great. And then the moment he Walder raised his hand and was like, "Your Grace," and I was like, "Oh, here it comes." And then just butchery followed. You know, it was savagery. Like, I mean, I knew it was coming because I'd read the books, and like when I read the books, my thoughts were just like, "Oh my God, I hate George R. R. Martin. How could he have done this? Why would he do this to us?" You know, it was like I really went on like about for a few weeks after that. I refused to read on, and I was like, because after Ned died in the first book and the first series, you're just like, okay, I get it. Anyone can die. You know, no one is safe. I get that's why he killed Ned, but at the same time, it's like you get so invested in these characters that when they do die, you're just like, you feel empty. It kills how you feel because you get so invested in all the characters, and he does, like, all the characters that you want to live don't, and like I guess it's realistic in a way because the good guys don't always win, but it's just so hard when you don't see any of the guys that you want to die. And but anyway, I digress. So yeah, like when I was reading in the book, it was just so hard, but this was like 10 times worse because you actually see everything unfold, and my God, my heart is still racing from watching that, guys. I mean, seriously. So yeah, if you're going to watch this episode and you've watched this anyway and I've just spoiled it for you, I'm sorry, but prepare to bring tissues with you to watch this because you're going to be crying towards the end. I mean, it's seriously, I don't know. I'll give it an 8 out of 10 because it was such an amazing episode. I'd give it higher, but you know, it makes you feel so sad at the end. I'm not going to give it like really low because of that, because like that's just not like it was really well done, and it was so like the whole way through it I was just so like, oh my God, is it gonna happen? When's it gonna happen? Even though I figured it'd be at the end, it's just everything was building into it, and I couldn't just sit down and stay calm. I was just, I don't know, it was crazy. Anyway, guys, that's just my thoughts on the episode. I've probably gone on a little too long than I meant to, but I'm just so crazy from that. So anyway, guys, that brings this video to an end. I hope you enjoyed it, and I really hope you leave some feedback. Let me know if you think it was good, because I could set up a series like reviewing earlier episodes and other TV shows as well, if you like it. If you don't like it, that's fine too. Let me know why. I don't just dislike it and end it at that. And I guess I'll leave it here. Talk to you guys later. Have a great day.